central corridor, and we might want to actually take some of those stars out of the middle to get Oops. Okay, the tile map system's really annoying. They are actually updating it in the next version of Godot. Okay, so I think if I tuck this star away here, it's going to be sort of a little bit of a skill test to go and get that. And then oops. There you go. Okay, and so now there's a little less imperative to stay in the center, and maybe even tuck these ones away as well. So the center is really good for getting around, and obviously, but it shouldn't be the main way to actually win the game. You want to push people into new areas, right? Okay, so it's maybe a little bit busy in terms of stars, that's for sure. I also, I want to bring these boost pads and make them a bit more central. So players aren't getting caught so much between them. Because the real problem was people were jumping on the boost pads and they were running straight into the wall. And then the boost pad was actually having a negative effect, where I kind of wanted it, to be a boon to the player. That I want the players to want to use the boost pads to navigate the level more efficiently. Okay, so I think I'm going to bring these stars up here as well. So that's going to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So bringing these stars over to this area, I think, is going to incentivize the pickup of this weapon before you enter this area, right? And what that's going to mean is that when the players come up here, they pick up a weapon and they immediately fight it out in this central area, and then whoever wins that is essentially going to pick up this weapon, head down, and they've got a choice. Do they want to go around the sides? Do they want to go straight in? Okay, and then are these corridors too thin, any of them? Maybe this one's a bit too thin, but okay, so that's the level. So level 1 is almost painfully simple, but I kind of like that. Level 2, I think maybe these in the middle were actually getting in the way of the action. So what I'm going to try and do is actually just remove that middle area, and just keep those four sort of blocks in the middle, right? So then there's sort of a small amount of obstacle there, but it essentially means this middle area is just very open, and that's going to, I think, be good for combat. And I actually think a cool idea would be to just place okay, so I think we need to do like 2 like this. No. Like that. Oof, I don't know. I don't really like how that looks. So I want to put something in the middle here to stop players from just abusing this straight. This straight line straight into the middle. What if we brought that out here instead and then got rid of this? And then we can probably just use a little wall here to make them, just sort of link them together. This one. Don't think that was the right tile. What if we do it that way? Okay, I think that's alright. We could maybe close off this area to force players to navigate into the center before going around the sides. But I think that's okay. Oh yeah, and we have that problem again with the boost pads. So I think let's just grab all these boost pads, and I think I'm gonna operate on the idea that boost pads never want to be against the wall. Okay, and all of these are alright. Oh yeah, this is against the wall as well. Bring this over. Cool. Alright, also I think these boost pads are just going to jump in and remove their, hide their collision shapes. We don't really need to see the collision shapes. It's better to see the directions. Okay, and I think we do need a little bit of contrast. So what I'm going to do, in fact, is I'm just going to grab this. And let's make a little bit more green, I think. And just do like a one line outline, 1 pixel outline. Oops. Just to make sure that, like, I don't want the boost pads to stick out, but I think it's important to get that, like, arrow feeling, right? Like, we want to feel like it's an arrow. You know what I mean? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right, and then once we've done that, we can actually just update this in the palette and bring the contrast down a little bit more. Sweet, okay, so I think that's still a little bit too much, so let's... There we go, alright. So that should give us a little bit more contrast just on those arrows. Okay. Okay, that's feeling a lot better now. Now I can enter this arena and I can shoot my friend in the face. Okay, and then pick up a ninja star. Let's do that right in the middle of the room. Okay, and throw an icicle behind me. Oh, that didn't quite work, did it? Smack. Okay. I can't really... so that's an interesting thing. I wonder if we made like an entire corridor one way with these boost pads, how that would feel. Don't know. Okay, so there's a little bit of jaggedness in the system. Definitely need to look into some of the issues with the performance. So I've been very sort of fast and loose with the game so far in terms of performance. So, and I think when we start doing lighting, it might make more and more of a difference. Okay, so that level feels a lot better. Level 1. I don't think there's much to do with level 1. I think it's suitably simple. We don't have any boost pads. We just have a couple of weapons. What level is this? Oh, this is level 1 again. So level 2. Yeah, that was silly. So it's going to be more and more difficult. I think we need to make that corridor there a little easier, like wider, easier to get out of. Cool. I think we might also want to just add oh yeah, this level. This totally violates my no boost pads on the walls idea. Maybe if we made it 2 pixels, 2 squares thick, it would be better. So I think one thing that I want us to do is actually make players lose stars more often. So that player 2 obviously has no stars, so they can't lose them. So I pick up some stars. So I wonder if like losing half your stars would make sense. Also, I wonder if having some sort of navigation tool to show you where the other player is might make sense as well. You know what, I'm going to turn the music up as well. I like the music. Audio manager. Music. And maybe up to